Hello and welcome to another round of handicap racing as organised by McFlurry for our community. This time we're at Goodwood, a classic British track, and we're racing iconic British cars. Drivers have brought an epic selection of cars here, some certainly more appropriate than others for this field, but we've got Fat Cat Gaming who's going to lead us away on the 2-minute mark. Here he goes in the TVR, a very tail happy car, and that car has swung him straight across the grass there. Drivers have set their lap times, and that lap time is then converted into a handicap, so the slowest drivers go first. Hopefully we should have a big battle at the end. Everybody drives to their best of their ability. Very yellow looking TVR there, looks like an absolute handful. Behind him we've got Tweetman in the Type E Jag. That car looks very appropriate for Goodwood. He's away. Can he catch up with Fat Cat Gaming in that car over the course of the next 5 laps? We shall wait and see. He's got a very good advantage there. There's the Grandpa coming next, the Mini from the Mini Goes Racing series, which is surprisingly difficult to control with it being engine swapped. Then we've got McFlurry in the other Type E Jag in 4th. These cars are away. These cars are close. Oh no, got a spinner. Fat Cat is round in the TVR. I said that car was tail happy, and it is. Oh no. The next car is away. We've got Mackie leading the way here in the Lilo and Stitch inspired Aston Martin. Another icon of British engineering. Ollie in the Jaguar in 6th place has set off. Then we have Kevman behind in what I believe is a McLaren. Possibly, yes it is. And then Unicorn is bringing up the rear in the other TBR. So let's get back to the racing now. We can figure out who's doing what. In fact, Unicorn there appears to be a lap down on Fat Cat, who's having all kinds of trouble keeping that TBR on track. So it looks as though Unicorn's going to have to get their TBR passed before they make any kind of... Oh, there we go. That's easy enough. I was going to say before they make any kind of progress. These cars were within a PP limit, but apart from that and a tyre restriction, they could do anything they want with the cars. So as you can see, the cars are all very different in their power and their performance. We've got a bit of a battle going on back here, I think, between Ollie and Mackie. This is Aston Martin versus Jaguar. Can they keep this up all the way to the end of the race? Well, that remains to be seen. We've got a car up ahead which has stopped. That's the Grandpa car, which has been off. We've got yellow flags there. So disaster for the Mini. Meanwhile, Mackie and Ollie sitting line astern. That McLaren of Kevman catching up slowly. It's got a few laps to catch up. Don't panic just yet. But the story right now is the battle for 5th and 6th. We've got Mackie out wide. Ollie trying to come up the inside. Briefly ahead. Yep, so Ollie's made it through. Can Mackie come back under braking? He cannot. So Ollie's made up another place, but can he make his way to the front of the pack? That's the question we're asking. There could be a move on here for 3rd. It looks like the Grandpa Mini is catching up with Tweetman's Type E Jag. That Mini packing a Honda Civic engine. It's got a lot of oomph. Not much in the way of actual control, but plenty of oomph. A little bit too much curb there. I've got a yellow flag up ahead. That's Fat Cat. Oh, it's alright. He's fine. He's out of the way. Battle continues. McFlurry has gone into the lead in his Type E Jag. But can he hold it? Because that Mini is seriously hot in a straight line. If you look at the mini map in the top right corner, you'll see that all the cars now starting to bunch up. They're all starting to come together. So the real race is about to happen. The move is on. And that is Tweetman down to 3rd place. That epic orange Mini doing the business. little way back in 4th place. Ollie catching up to this battle. He's dragging Mackie with him. Look out for Kev in the background. Kev just made it past Fat Cat Gaming, who I think might be around again. No, he's just having a lot of handling issues in that car. Unicorn, meanwhile, has been around, unlapped themselves from the start, and they're catching up. So Unicorn could be right there in the mix at the end of the race. McFlurry, meanwhile, absolutely squirting ahead in the lead, leaving everybody else behind. And he's wanted the calculations, so seems a little bit dodgy, but there we go. The Mini is doing some rallying. The Mini, of course, a very prolific rally car from its period. Ollie there has just made it past Tweetman, so Ollie's up into 3rd. Ollie's charging and perhaps feels that he can win in his Jaguar. What do you think? Can the Jag catch up to the old Jag by the end of the race? There's one more lap after this one. He's not quite got the legs on the Mini in a straight line. That Mini, a little lightweight rocket ship, and that's going to slow him down. Little bit tricky here. Oh, we've got Kevman, who's come out of nowhere behind, and he's caught up nicely. So Kevman, another driver who's thinking that a win might be on the books here. You've got to think that if Kevman's come back from that far away, perhaps his McLaren is a lot faster than Ollie's Jag. In fact, he's going for the move up the inside. There we go. It's on for Kevman. Can Ollie get him back? I don't think so. I don't think he's got the power in that car. This is the final lap. Kevman looking for that 2nd place. Just trying to get past that Mini. Oh, gives the Mini a shove. And that's it. That is Grandpa murdered by Kevman. Oh, Kev, I think I'm going to have to disqualify you for that. That's not on at all. The stewards are going to take a very dim view of that. In fact, where's Ollie? I think Ollie's been off. He's got some damage to the front of his car there, so Ollie must have gone off when Grandpa went off. And that is that. So Mackie up to 3rd place, but look out because Mackie has got Unicorn right on his tail. Speaking of right on his tail, Kevman powering up behind the Jaguar of McFlurry. He's looking for that 1st place, but it looks as though he might be out of time because this is the last time through the final chicane. McFlurry boots it, heads for the line. He's going to take the checkered flag for the 1st race. Kevman brings it home 2nd. Can Mackie get the 3rd spot on the podium? Here comes Unicorn. Unicorn not really finding the traction they need, and that is so close. But Mackie does take the 3rd place. Ollie 5th. Times have been adjusted and the handicap has been recalculated based on the previous race performance, and now Tweetman is going to lead us away for the 2nd race. Is he going to be able to do the business this time in his E-Type Jag? We shall see. We're starting any second now. Any second now. Come on, Tweetman. Here we go. On the horn, on the throttle, and he's off. Very elegant looking livery on that car. Great British feel for a great British racing icon. The Mini's away in 2nd place. It's orange and it's going. McFlurry in his E-Type Jag in 3rd. He's just left as well, so McFlurry and the Grandpa Mobile very close together on track. It shouldn't take long for McFlurry to catch up. Oh, unless he goes out wide like that. Can he hold it? Yes. What a save by McFlurry. Mackie in the Aston Martin. He's away now, which means that Ollie won't be far behind in his Jaguar, his modern Jaguar. It looks as though McFlurry is losing ground to the Mini on the 3rd lap. It's the 2nd lap of racing, but it's the 3rd lap overall. And that is a tank slapper, and that is a barrier, and that barrier's got a Mini sized impact crater on it. So that is going to be McFlurry through into 2nd place. Is this going to be Mackie through into 3rd? It does take a while to get that Mini up to speed, but no, don't think Mackie's quite made it. There he is in the background. Mackie still with some clear space between himself and Ollie. Drivers know what they're doing this time. They've honed their strategies. And Kevman is past Ollie. Ollie's had a bit of a mare of a lap, and it's cost him that McLaren through into 5th place. It's the car that did so well in the first race, came all the way up to 2nd. Can McFlurry win again? Is he going to get past Tweetman? Or is this going to be the race where Kevman catches up? Speaking of catching up, that McLaren already on the back of Mackie. There is Mackie. It looks as though he's defenceless against the sheer straight line speed of the McLaren. So that's 4th place now for Kev. He's running and he's gunning, and he's got 2.5 laps. So this could be on. Oh, we've got somebody around. Oh, Ollie's gone around in that modern Jag. So this has all gone pear-shaped for Ollie. Meanwhile, it looks as though Mackie's passed Kev. So Kevman has been off in the McLaren, and I'm sure McFlurry is going to be breathing a sigh of relief. Speaking of McFlurry, he's not that safe right now because he has got a classic Mini breathing down his neck right now, and I think that's the sheer acceleration advantage of that engine swapped Mini. You can see how it catches up on that straight section, but then the lift-off, oversteer and understeer of this car is just ridiculous. It's so difficult to drive. So through the twisty sections and the heavy braking zones, the Mini not good. McFlurry possibly about to lose that 2nd place. He's only got a lap and a half left. Oh, the back end stepping out on the Mini. That's a little bit iffy, but it's all good. We've got quite the battle coming on here, and it looks as though they're catching up as well with Tweetman. So we're looking at the battle for 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Oh, big wibble there from McFlurry. He catches it, but he's lost a lot of forward momentum as a result. There comes the Mini. That's the Grandpa Mobile up to 2nd, taking a very sneaky route there on the grass. And here at the front of your shot, just briefly, 1st place car of Tweetman. These 3 here free to battle with Kevman having had his issue, but he's still caught up. We've still got Kevman in the background of the shot. He's coming. This is the final lap. It could be any of these 4 cars right now which win this race. Oh, it went with this one because that is a big tank slapper, and that is the end of the charge for the Mini. So Kevman is going to be the next driver to have a go at picking off McFlurry. Can he do it on this straight and then give himself a straight shot at Tweetman? He can indeed. So Kevman with half a lap now. Oh, doesn't want to be putting tyres on the grass. We've already seen that's gone a bit wrong for him already. McFlurry down to 3rd is he's right there, right behind. So I think he's safe from Mackie. In fact, Unicorn's just got Mackie. Unicorn in the TBR. But here comes Kevman. Oh, he's punted Tweetman off. I don't think any of the stewards saw that, since it's Kevman versus Tweetman. But I'm sure there's a lot of choice words being said in that Jaguar E-Type. Kevman very eager for this win, and eager to use his, shall we say, strategies to do so. So here he comes across the line to win race 2, Kevman, and he's got McFlurry right behind him, so it's just a reversal of the first race. Unicorn's TBR there in 3rd. The Grandpa Mobile managing to recover back to 4th after that massive tank slapper. Mackie right behind him in 5th in the Aston Martin. Then Tweetman, who was looking so good for 2nd. And Ollie, who managed to catch up quite well after his accident. On to race 3, and once again there's been an adjustment to the handicaps. We're fine-tuning them for that all-important 4th race, which is for all the beans It's going to be Tweetman leading us away. Can he get a victory this time? We're going to find out in just a few laps. There we go. What a great car. What a great looking car. What could be more British than half car, half engine? Well, a cup of tea could, I suppose. But we're not racing cups of tea, we're racing iconic British cars. Second driver is away, that's the other E-Type Jag, this time at McFlurry. And he is away. A much bigger gap this time between second and third to compensate for the faster lap times. Oh, nice slide. It's Mackie who's away in third this time, with the Grandpa Mobile in fourth. And then we've got Ollie. Kevman's going to be next, followed by Unicorn. You have to believe that the Mini is going to be powerless against Ollie's far more modern Jaguar. Here we are already, the Jaguar all over the back of the Mini. Closer and closer. There's going to be nothing that Mini can do except for try and power down these straights as fast as possible and hope that straight line speed is going to do the business. Apart from that, the Jaguar is just too stable through those corners, and that's the one thing the Mini lacks, any kind of stability. Meanwhile, further back, Unicorn and Kevman right together. Kevman's had his times changed drastically after catching up so fast in the previous race. So he's right down there with Unicorn, with two of them battling it out. And speaking of battling it out, it's Jaguar versus Mini. Ollie has caught up with that bright orange beast. Oh, got a tank slapper there. Oh no. And the Mini gets absolutely sent to the Shadow Realm by Ollie. It wasn't Ollie's fault, of course. Couldn't really be avoided, but oh dear. Back to the back, and Unicorn there getting a great slipstream from Kevman's McLaren. Making it through. There's a yellow flag up ahead. Can't tell who that's for. It's probably for the Mini, which is going very, very slowly right now. There is the Mini in the distance. What a great battle these two are having. TVR versus McLaren. Where else would you see such a battle other than in Gran Turismo 7? But who's going to win this epic battle? They've got to be slowing each other down while they're fighting. And of course, their intention should be to try and work together to get to the front, although it looks as though Unicorn's TVR is now pulling away from Kevman's McLaren. So perhaps Kevman a little bit too penalised by his performance in the previous races. About half a lap away, Ollie has caught Mackie. The battle we're getting used to seeing, the Aston Martin versus the Jaguar. Ollie's Jaguar going out wide. No, he can't get through there. Mackie taking a very defensive sort of line, putting his car where he needs it to put Ollie offline. He's not doing anything wrong, just defending the way he should be defending. And here comes Ollie. Does Mackie have an answer for Ollie in this race? We've seen previously that Ollie can make a mistake, and that mistake can be just what Mackie needs. Also to the back there, Unicorn and Kev both passed the Mini. So let's pretend the Mini's not even in the race anymore. And they're going to be trying to catch up with this pair here. Looks though Mackie currently doing everything he needs to do to hold Ollie at bay. Speaking of holding at bay, McFlurry is catching Tweetman ever so slightly. And there could be a battle for first and second very soon, but Mackie's off. Mackie's off and cutting the grass, so that is Ollie through. I talked about Ollie making mistakes. Well, Mackie there just outbraking himself, and he's lost that third place spot. Up at the front, we're about to start the penultimate lap. It's the battle of the E-Type Jags, as McFlurry has caught Tweetman. McFlurry there with far more refined tuning underneath him, and you can see the acceleration difference there. It does look as though Tweetman is in trouble. I don't think Tweetman's going to have an answer for the more tuned E-Type. In fact, there's a lap and a half left, and you can see the gap right in front of you. There we go. Oh, I thought Mackie was trying to go around the outside. He's looking for a way around the outside. Tweetman defending his line, as he's certainly entitled to, and there's nowhere for Mackie to go yet. But there's a tight corner coming up. Oh, he's not even going to wait for the corner. McFlurry throwing it around the outside, Tweetman going back up the inside, so Tweetman had got McFlurry right where he wanted him, but ultimately resistance is futile, and McFlurry dives into the lead. A little further back, we've got Ollie. You can't quite see the E-Types in the shot in the distance, but they are there. There we go, just in the distance. So Ollie catching up, he wants to cement this podium, make up for the performance in the previous race when it all went wrong. Just heading into the final chicane, Unicorn there is catching Mackie. Oh, he's caught him in just the wrong place. That's going to put things a little awkward for Unicorn, but Unicorn does make it past. So Unicorn's got this final lap to get up ahead. Who's crashed? Who's off? It was Tweetman. Oh, Tweetman has binned it, and that has allowed Ollie to get into second place. And look in the background, here comes Unicorn. Unicorn surely will just blast past. Oh, and there's a struggling Grandpa as well, staying out of the way. So Unicorn up into third place. Kevman has struggled this time. Clearly that handicap not working for him. As we head to the back straight for the last time, Ollie is catching McFlurry. Ollie's looking for his win. Is he going to find it? McFlurry's E-Type Jag very fast in a straight line, as it's been tuned to be. And I think Ollie might just be running out of corners to get this done. There's just a chicane left. Ollie really relying on McFlurry having some sort of an incident. I don't think it's happened. I think McFlurry's diving for the line to win race 3. Ollie with a magnificent second. Unicorn last to third. Mackie coming home in 4th. Tweetman just behind in 5th. Sorry, Kevman just behind in 5th. Tweetman is in 6th. And Grandpa is cutting the grass. On to the final race now. This is where all the calculations have been made, which should give us the race that we need for all the beans. Who's it going to be? McFlurry? Tweetman? Well, Tweetman unfortunately is disqualified straight away for showing up in the wrong car. Tweetman, that is a slap on the wrist. Very, very naughty. So the actual first place car at the moment is McFlurry in his E-Type. He's been winning so far, but with the calculations now so refined, can he still do it? Can he win it all? Nope, not like that he can't. It's not too bad, keeps it in a straight line. Mackie away 3rd, and the Grandpa Mobile away 4th. So waiting for Ollie. Here comes Ollie. The Mini and the Aston Martin very close together on track already. This means that the lap times set by these two cars are very, very similar. So the Grandpa-mobile probably won't catch the Mackie-mobile anytime soon. Unless one of them makes a mistake. These two should be glued together for a while. It's been a quiet race so far. Everyone behaving themselves and just doing what they need to do. Getting their head down. But this time you've got to believe that that Mini has the slipstream of the Aston Martin. There's not much in it, there's not much difference. And we're about to start lap 5 of 7. This is the closest anybody's been so far. And this is the battle for third place, the last place on the podium. Well, the Mini's definitely dropped off now. And Ollie is catching in that Jaguar. There he is in the background. Ollie can smell fourth place. Or is that the smell of burning oil? Oh, that's not the racing line. Oh, bye-bye, Mini. Goodbye. In the barrier. It's all over. Ollie through to fourth. Grandpa's not going to be getting a podium in this final race. Don't reverse tracks the racing line, could we? Grandpa, what are you thinking? You know better than that. We're about to start the penultimate lap. In fact, we're on the penultimate lap. We're about to start the final lap. Mackie there, just in the background. Mackie could take a victory here if he can get past McFlurry, and he's not too far back. Here we go, start the final lap. McFlurry leading. Oh, there's not a lot of grip on the back end of that car. But Mackie's only got 3/4 of a lap to go, but he's there in the background. Menacingly bigger than all of the other cars in this area. Can Mackie win it all? Can he be our British racing champion? It's looking good, it's looking close. Oh, but that radical in his way. Get out of the way, Tweetman. Slap on the wrists. Goodness me. We've got a bit of argy-bargy up ahead. But here comes Mackie. Straight line speed to the front of the pack. Mackie could win. He's only got one corner and a chicane to go. Oh, what are you doing, Tweetman? Well, oh, the stewards are going to have to take a look at that. Kevman coming in third. I don't know who's won this. Where is Mackie? He's disappeared. You know what? I think I might have to give this to Mackie. I think I might have to say that the stewards are going to do a count back there and say Mackie won it all. Where is he? There he is. Why not? Mackie, our British handicap racing champion, as declared by Dumbledore. 3,000 points for Mackindor. Go on, get it to the end. Go and fetch your trophy. You've earned it. And you've earned a pat on the back for watching this video. Thank you very much. If you want to race with us, hit the link in the description for our Discord. And until next time, I want to say a big thank you to our channel sponsor Button Bashers for PCs, consoles, games and accessories. And of course to our Patreon for the unique way that they support the channel. Finally, I want to say thank you to the members of the Discord who come and race these events. They're legends. Until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to those around you. Bye bye for now.